Hello everyone, we've reached the Haftara of Vayeitzei. Hoshea, who prophesied during the days of Uzziah, Yotam, Ahaz, and Yehizkiah, kings of Yehuda, and during the days of Yeravam, the king of Israel, after many years in which the kingdom of Israel was divided in two. Hoshea first rebukes the people for serving God with deceit and falsehood, and he praises Yehuda for their loyalty to God. At the same time, the prophet reminds us of God's love for the Jewish people and his abundant mercy. In our episode, God speaks to the Jewish nation via the prophet Hoshea. He tells us how much he loves us, even when we distance ourselves from him. The prophet describes the relationship between God and the Jewish people as that of a father to his children. God looks upon his people and sees how they get confused again and again. Sometimes they draw close to him, sometimes they run away, sometimes they pray to him and ask for help. But when things are good for them, they forget. He calls to them. My people wonder whether to return to me, meaning their hearts are caught between truth and falsehood, between repentance and sin. They want to return, but they can't fully rise up. And even so, God does not give up on them. He says, "How can I give up on my nation? How can I hand you over, Israel?" Like a father looking at his child who made mistakes, but just can't bring himself to punish him because his heart is broken. God says that his heart turns within him and his compassion is stirred. He cannot destroy his people because he is not a man, he is God, and he is holy. His mercy is not like human mercy. He says, "I will not unleash my anger, for I am God and not a man." That is, even when they deserve punishment, he restrains his anger in his great mercy. Afterwards, the prophet tells what will happen in the future. A day will come when the Jewish people will once again follow God, like children who listen to their father. He will roar like a lion, but not out of anger. But rather, it will be a call of love, and the children, the Jewish people, will hear his voice from afar, be moved, and return home from all the places to which they have wandered, from Egypt, from Assyria, from all corners of the world. They will come like doves returning to their nests, and God will gather them with love and bring them back to their homes in peace. But after such warm words, the prophet also describes the sad reality of the Jewish nation, and especially the tribe of Ephraim. They have strayed very far from the truth. They chase after the wind, meaning they pursue empty things that have no substance. They rely on alliances with other nations, with Assyria and with Egypt, instead of trusting in God. Instead of putting their faith in God, they believe in their own strength and their wealth. Even Yehuda, the tribe from the south, is still closer to God, but they're also in decline. Therefore, the prophet says that God will contend with Yehuda. He will judge them accordingly. Not merely to punish them, but to guide them back to the right path. And then, Hoshea reminds us of our forefather Yaakov when he was a baby in his mother's womb. He grabbed his brother's heel. Later, he fought with the angel, cried and prayed, and in the end, he prevailed and earned the name Yisrael. This isn't just an old story. It's a reminder for generations, even when it's hard, even when it seems there's no chance. A Jew fights, prays, holds on to faith, and doesn't give up. Whoever fights for their connection with God merits closeness to him. And then comes the verse that sums up the prophet's entire message. And you, return to your God, keep kindness and justice, and always hope to your God. This is essentially the Jewish path to a complete life. Return to God, treat people with kindness and justice, and always hope in him, even when it's dark, even when you fall, even when it's hard to understand. Don't lose hope. But the people continue on their way. Ephraim boasts, "I have made it, I have found wealth, I have done no wrong." They are sure that money and success prove they're doing fine, but God sees beyond that. He knows that wealth doesn't cover up flaws in character, deceit, or lack of justice. He reminds them, "I am the Lord your God from the land of Egypt. I am the one who brought you to freedom. I am the one who gave you everything you have. And I will yet return you to simplicity and holiness, as in the days of old, like the days when you were in the desert, living in tents, without pride and without desire, but with a pure and simple heart." God reminds them that he always sent prophets, holy people who spoke his words, who warned and guided the Jewish nation. He spoke through them, trying again and again to awaken the hearts of the people. But many did not want to listen. They offered sacrifices in the wrong places, at Gilgal and Gilad, and built altars on every corner. Outwardly, it seemed like they were serving God, but in reality, They did it without meaning, without true intention and heart. God says, I have mercy on you. I will not destroy you. I will bring you back home. This is a lesson in faith and great love, because even when a Jew falls, even when he gets confused, even when he thinks he has strayed too far, God waits for him. He does not close the door. Like a compassionate father, he only wants us to lift our heads and return to him, because there is nothing in the world that can sever the bond between God and the Jewish people.